I'm a African American woman in my mid-30s. Um, I've been working for over 10 years in Anchorage, Alaska in general. Um, a couple days ago, I was called and went to a hotel where I totally felt violated. So I go and have an encounter with a gentleman. He tells me he works for BP. We had a discussion, just pretty much like where he worked and how long I'd been in Anchorage. Normal conversation. He told me a story about. First, he asked me that if I would strip. I said I don't strip. I don't do none of that. And kind of laughed it off. And then I said, well, why would you ask me that? He said, oh, because I had met a woman a while ago, and she asked me. She told me that she didn't kiss. I really don't understand how that all came to that. Two different, but that's what he said. So I just still was kind of laughing it off, and he basically told me he worked for BP. He was been there for a long time. He was from New Mexico. He had just got to Anchorage, and he then asked me would I get undressed. I said no. For what? I don't solicit sex, and I made sure that was clear. Because at this time, I already felt like, okay, I'm something bad. Something was going to happen from there. I had bad vibes, so I pretty much made sure I said that clearly. And he said, well, would you kiss? And I said, kiss for what? And he told me, well, I'm just saying because a girl, she kissed me, but she had sex with me. And I said, okay, still confused, but not, just feeling like this is probably like a setup, but just feeling really uncomfortable. I said, well, how would you want to kiss me? And he was like, no, I'm just saying the girl that I've seen before, so she didn't kiss, but she had sex. He said he didn't understand that. I said, well, I can't explain why she did that, because that's not me. And I asked him, I said, well, you seem a little tense, so do you want a massage? Then he said, my wife wouldn't like for me to have a massage from you because I'm the police. The door that was connected to the room that was in, a couple men came out, and then a couple men came through the regular door. I was then asked to if I had any weapons or illegal drugs on me. They said I wasn't under arrest, but a gentleman went into my bra and took my cell phone out. There was no other female officers there or nothing. They asked me to come with them and to the room across the hall. Then I seen a woman when she identified herself as Erin. She said she was Erin, and she was something like a social worker, something in that form. But I'm like, am I under arrest or not? And they said I wasn't. I was just being detained because they was doing an investigation, and I happened to be involved due to the fact that I came to that hotel. So they continued. They asked me my name. I gave them my name. Then there was another gentleman. I really don't remember his name. He said, "Well, she's not the police," or nothing like that. She's just kind of like a social worker or whatever. She really didn't respond. She didn't respond on that at all. He kept saying, well, you're just being detained. I'm like, okay, well, I mean, what does that consist of? Because if I'm not arrested, then, you know, why am I in here? He told me, he continued to tell me because the investigation they already was doing. Asked me if I wanted some water. I told him no. He left. She told me I actually do work for the FBI. I still was feeling just like, you know, confused on like, okay, so what do you guys, why am I here if I'm not being arrested? The guy came back in shortly right after, and he was asking me questions. I said, well, you know, I want a lawyer. He said that, well, do you have your own personal lawyer? I said, no. You can look in the yellow pages and find me one. I then just was really upset, asked for medical attention because I do have asthma, and everything I have is on medical records. Anxiety, I started having anxiety, and I asked for medical attention. They said they was calling medical attention. It never got there. As I was trying to catch my breath and they was taking pictures of me. And I'm like, can I get medical attention? I cannot breathe. He's like, well, can I put this rag on your, I said, don't touch me. Do not touch me. I want medical attention. He then was like, well, we called for medical attention. Eventually, still no medical attention came. When I said, well, if I'm not under arrest, I'm trying to tell you I cannot breathe. They're saying you're having anxiety. I know. I'm like, well, I need medical attention. I need somebody to tell me because I go through this. There's no telling I can hyperventilate, whatever. I'm still talking. I'm still needing medical attention. And they're just like, I said, can I call 911 myself? And they said, sure. They was looking confused on why I was asking, but I was looking confused on why they didn't give me medical attention. It wasn't here yet. If I couldn't breathe, that's something serious, and I really couldn't breathe. I called, and as I called, the gentleman called as well while I was calling, and at the same time. Like, my call went in first. I didn't understand, so that showed me that they never called for medical attention. They told me I was free to go, but at this time, I still needed medical attention, and I waited for the paramedics to come, which then I went to Providence, and my anxiety and everything, and I was treated for that.
And what about your phone?
They took my phone. They had already took my phone when he went in my bra the first time, and he asked me would I let him go through my phone. If I did, he would give me my phone back, and I said no, because for what? I didn't know why he needed to go through my phone if I wasn't under arrest. They took my phone, gave me a paper saying that my phone was seized, and I didn't sign nothing. They did all the filled it out just with my name and signed it and the date, and that was it, and saying it was seized. No reason why. They didn't fill in my address. Nothing. I'm really just. I don't know why. I'm just still confused on why my phone was taken without me being arrested. I wasn't arrested at all.
And your phone was really important to you?
Yeah, my phone was very important because of my grandbaby's pictures. It was sentimental due to the fact that my firstborn had a baby and C-section, and all that was on the phone from her having the C-section, my grandbaby's pictures. It was very sentimental and even my aunt that passed away on my birthday, her pictures was in there too. So it's just sentimental stuff that was in that phone. Everything else is irrelevant. the sentimental of my, my family and my that passed away on my birthday. So
did you feel like the FBI treated you like you were a victim and they wanted to help you?
Not at all. Not at all. And for the reason being is, I really needed medical attention because I started getting anxiety. I started feeling like I can't breathe because now I'm confused on why you're still holding me and I'm not arrested and you're not doing nothing but pretty much looking at me. And when I asked for medical attention, they didn't call. I even had to call myself, and I knew they didn't call for sure after the fact that the guy called after me. And that's when I really knew they was not in my best interest at all, because I think that my health should have been first and foremost.
Did they make you feel like if you were to become a victim of a serious crime, would you feel safe calling them for help now?
No, not at all. Not at all. I feel honestly feel like they're the enemy. I mean, I would never trust my life in their hands. They couldn't even call the paramedics. I had to call myself, and then the gentleman called right after me, like to cover up that showed me. Because honestly, I thought maybe he did call at first, but it showed me when he called after that he really didn't. It's sad.
Any last words?
If this is who can you trust? Who can you trust? This is supposed to be people that's helping you in the best interest of whatever, and they couldn't even get medical attention, or even they're more in for their self, is how I felt, and then try to cover up stuff like them not calling. I definitely do not trust them.
And how did it make you feel when the male officer put his hand in your bra?
Violated, very violated, because I have been raped before, so very violated. I just felt like my hands are down. What can I do? I mean, it's sad that somebody that's supposed to help you, it could turn around and you could just feel so like you don't know what to do in that situation. When I just was praying and wished I had somebody there that knew me or that was in my best interest, and I just prayed to God that I just made it out of there, because I didn't know what was next. That feeling that I felt, I would never want anybody to feel that, and I don't want to feel that. That's just scary. Scary.